Wait a minute. This is not what Lego is supposed to look like. What is going on here? This looks like Play-Doh. I recently decided that I would create my own Lego Batman game, but with actual Legos. So the first thing I'm doing is starting a new Unity project. Let's call it Your Mom! Also, Unity already has a built-in Lego game, but it still looks like Play-Doh and I want to make a game with real Legos. So I will choose New 2D Project instead. Now that the project is open, I drag a picture I took of Lego Batman figure into the scene, and that's the game, all finished. Just a picture of Batman, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm just kidding. If that was just the game, it would be pretty boring. I need to make some animations so we can actually play the game. In order to make a game out of real Legos, I use a technique known as stop motion. First, I take a bunch of pictures of a Lego Batman on my phone. Then, I crop the background out, and then I use the pictures to create the final animation. Now, I don't have any cameras other than my phone, so I couldn't film myself while I was animating. But here's a quick reenactment of what it was like. But then I found out that instead of using the Lego baseplate thing, I could use this sticky tack to stabilize the figure a lot better. Here's me cropping the images in a program called GIMP. This video is sped up, but this actually took a really long time, and each animation is about 16 images that I need to crop. And there are 7 animations. So that's a lot. And finally, here are all the animations. The Batman on the right just twerking. So now I need to create player movement and physics. There we go. Now the player moves just like Batman does in real life. He just falls over and gets stuck sometimes.
I'm Batman.
Now Batman can move left and right, and that running animation is nice. Yeah, and that's it. Next, I started to implement a jump, but now Batman kind of feels like an astronaut. Instead, I want to make it so you can control how high Lego Batman jumps. In real life, you actually already know how high you want to jump before you actually start the jump. If you want to jump higher, you just have to push off the ground with more force. The problem is, the computer doesn't know how high you want to jump in the game until you let go of the space button. So unlike real life, every jump in the game has to start with the same amount of force. So how do we make Lego Batman jump higher, but only when we want him to? The solution to this is to start every jump as high as possible, but once we let go of the jump button, we increase gravity on the player. This results in the player's jump being a lot smaller. And as you can see now, the jump height varies. Okay, I think you get the idea. For the platform, I'm using something called a Platform Effector 2D. What is it? I have no idea. But I know that it makes it so you can collide with stuff, but only from one side. And here's what it looks like in the game. As you can see, I approach the platform, I can jump onto it from underneath, but if I fall onto it, I won't pass through. I also implemented the ability to drop down, so if I press the down button and jump, I'm now able to fall back down from the platform. After perfecting the player physics, I put together a very basic level. Right now, it's just rectangles, but eventually it will be replaced with real-life Lego! By real-life Lego, of course, I just mean pictures of Legos from my room. So, you just do a little bit of parkour,
Batman!
and then you get to this yellow circle to win the game. I guess that Lego Batman really likes yellow circles or something. So far, the game was only using the running animation that I created. So then I made some more final adjustments and I added the rest of the animations from earlier. And here's the result. Now Batman can do all sorts of things. He can jump. He can land. He can duck. He can do whatever this is. I also made the map a bit more interesting, and when Batman reaches the yellow circle, there's a windscreen. And this is the state of the game right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something, or maybe you're a very bad student, you didn't learn anything. I plan to continue working on this game, so look out for a part 2.